So wrong on your facts.
You're interrupting me. And, sir, you're a charlatan. That's what you are. You're the ones who conflate chronic disease with the need for vaccines.
That's Washington Senator Maria Cantwell calling out Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. during an all-out grilling yesterday on Capitol Hill. In a committee hearing, Cantwell pressed RFK Jr. about his stance on vaccines after vowing to follow the science.
The history on vaccines is very clear. This is the 20th century. That's how many people had vaccines and had illnesses. This is the 21st century. This is the decrease, 99% down to 100%. This is what was delivered with vaccines, and you don't want to support that.
It was quite the hearing, and that exchange one of many as lawmakers from both sides of the aisle questioned Kennedy about his controversial stance on vaccines and his decision to fire the head of the CDC. NBC's Alice Barr has more.
And you won't answer that question.
I answered it.
Fiery moments on Capitol Hill.
You're so wrong on your facts.
You're interrupting me. And, sir, you're a charlatan.
As Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. faced a flood of questions from senators in both parties about controversial moves at the nation's top public health agencies, especially on vaccines.
You are a hazard to the health of the American people.
Republican Bill Cassidy, himself a physician, pointing to new restrictions on COVID vaccine approvals for only older and high-risk Americans. Pharmacies now requiring prescriptions in many states or not offering the shots at all.
I would say effectively we're denying people vaccine.
The secretary, a longtime vaccine skeptic, defending his policy moves and the firing of Centers for Disease Control Director Dr. Susan Minares after only a month on the job.
And it looks like she didn't bend the knee, so you fired her.
We are the sickest country in the world. That's why we have to fire people at CDC. They did not do their job.
He also replaced members of a key vaccine advisory committee with vaccine skeptics and canceled some mRNA vaccine contracts. Another Republican physician on the committee also voicing concerns.
Americans don't know who to rely on.
Secretary Kennedy adamant the CDC made critical mistakes during the pandemic.
And its disastrous and nonsensical policies destroyed small businesses, violated civil liberties.
Though he could not answer how many Americans died from COVID.
You're the Secretary of Health and Human Services.
The nation's health secretary under fire, still getting the critical backing of President Trump. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.